Oh, Biden is live getting a vaccine? Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Let's watch.
PPP is very
I can never fucking win with this audience, dude. Half the time it's like...
I'm ready.
Is Biden kind of jacked?
Got it up higher? All right. No, you just go ahead anytime you're ready.
Mr. Biden, do you expect that teachers will access to the vaccine and so do you think that moves the timetable of the issue back to 5?
If you, it doesn't matter. If you think I need one, I'll put it on.
23-year-old here. I have filed as an independent for
Well,
3 years now.
What I want to
Lived
say
on
is
my
we
own
owe
for
these
2, but
folks
I
an
guess
awful
my
lot.
dad listed me as a
The
dependent.
scientists
Missed out on
and people who
$1,200. Got furloughed
put this
and almost
together,
went broke waiting for
frontline workers,
unemployment.
the people
Thankfully
who
in a good place now.
were the ones who actually did the clinical work. It's just amazing. And I wish we had time to take you through the whole hospital to see how busy and incredible you all are. And we owe you big. We really do. And one of the things is that I think that the administration deserves some credit getting this off the ground with Operation Warp Speed. And I also think that it's worth saying that there's great hope. I'm doing this to demonstrate that people should be prepared when it's available to take the vaccine. There's nothing to worry about. I'm looking forward to the second shot. So is Jill. She's had her shot earlier today. She loves shots, I know, but I've had so many. But at any rate, is that for me? My next visit. And but the important thing is that it's worth stating that this is just the beginning. It's one thing to get the vaccine out, and now Moderna is going to be on the road as well. But it's going to take time. It's going to take time.
Does Dr. Jill Biden love shots because she's a doctor?
A sour note here, but I hope people listen to all the experts. And Dr. Fauci's on.
Love this community.
Talking
Keep
about
doing
the
what you're
need
doing,
to
Hass.
wear masks during this Christmas and New Year's holidays, wear masks, socially distance, and if you don't have to travel, don't travel. Don't travel. It's really important because we're still in the thick of this. It's one thing to have the vaccine show up at a hospital. There's another thing to get the vaccine from
3 months,
that
baby.
vial into a needle, into an arm. And there's millions of people out there that are going to need this, frontline workers first. But I just want to thank everyone for all that they've done. There's some real heroes, and you're among them. Thank you.
3 or 4 months, BB. I'm not sure how many.
Notice how he stood up after this because he's got to rush your energy from the baby tears they just injected to him. Bro, my dude just got fucking... Dude, I cannot believe that Joe Biden just got baby steroids jacked up into his fucking mainframe alongside with the autism and homosexuality and the Bill Gates microchip at the same fucking time, dude. That's a triple dose. You got baby spinal fluid, adrenochrome. You got... yeah, that's it. And the atheism
Well,
gene,
actually
yeah,
an
that's
Android
true. That's
setback.
wait, is that another common meme about vaccines that they like turn you atheist or something? Microchip better have a Bluetooth connection so I can use his fitness tracker. Speaking of fitness trackers, I did purchase one of those, like the Polaris thing or whatever it's called, the one that XQC has. And I will be doing heart rate monitors when I'm live going forward. The Vatican said it's okay, so no excuses for my Catholic friends. That makes me sad because my grandma actually believes in the microchip shit. Dude, that's so funny. It's like, what the fuck does the government want from you? Your old crusty ass grandma? Like, what are you looking at that the government is going to fucking surveil? Please explain this ridiculous fear to me. Like, grandma, you're definitely on Facebook, okay? Like, without a doubt, because you don't get that fucking, oh, the government's microchipping me shit out in the wild. You got that because you have a computer or you got a cell phone and you're definitely on Facebook, right? Because there's no other way this information reached your fucking delusional old brain. So you're already getting surveilled. All right? You're getting surveilled hardcore. Grandma, you've been getting surveilled since you got duped into playing Candy Crush on Facebook, you crusty old lady. Don't worry. An additional vaccine is not going to fucking microchip you. They're trying to microchip you to become the Sharia law puppet of Obabe. There's nothing to worry about. It's harmful and kind of disgusting, though. It's a medical treatment with side effects that people should be aware of. It's more risky than drinking a cup of tea. Bitch, there's side effects to drinking a cup of tea. What do you mean? There is nothing that has no side effects. Like, there is literally nothing on this planet. You could die from over-consuming water. Your lungs could fucking fill up with water. Like, of course there's fucking side effects of the vaccine. But if you understand the process in which this vaccine is created, unless you have like allergies and most people that have allergies or most people that have like some sort of disorder that leads them immunocompromised. Okay? Like unless they have like a immunity deficiency, then the side effects are less severe overall as far as we know. Okay? And that might change, by the way. Because we don't have sufficient evidence to know in a long term like what's going to happen. But the side effects are fucking like baby aspirin style. And baby aspirin can fucking kill you. Okay? Contrary to popular belief. The difference is nobody's fucking running around being like, never take baby aspirin. It'll fucking kill you. It's got a microchip in it and it turns you gay. But you do that for vaccines because there's a lot of memes around vaccines and how they like fucking, how vaccines are. There's just a lot of fear mongering around vaccines. I had a friend that turned Nazi recently in the group chat trying to convince the homies in the group chat that it was going to destroy your RNA, that your children grandee going to become disabled. What?
Thanks, Kuma.
Can we ease up on the crusties? Some of us have psoriasis and no Medicare for all because we need to get committee seats first. Yeah, dude.
Weird bot told me it hates your Twitch channel. Gasping for chat hassle.
Brother, I feel bad. I don't want to dunk on you too hard, but you got a whole different set of issues if you thought that like withholding Nancy Pelosi's fucking speaker election to put Medicare for all on the docket was going to magically, automatically fucking get it passed in the Senate. If you legitimately thought that, then you got a whole different set of issues outside of psoriasis. You feel me? Like, the hilarious part about it is that, like, even the people that are advocating for this, like Kyle, who has a strategic reason for why he's advocating for it, understand that this is not about, like, actually getting Medicare for all passed. It's literally about making sure that people understand that there are Democrats who are standing in opposition between you and Medicare for all. Now, I'm more black-pilled than fucking Kyle, and I don't know what the fuck where Jimmy is. So my take on this has always been, always apply pressure to fucking Nancy Pelosi. Abso-fucking-lutely. But when you put Medicare for all out there at a time when there's a stimulus conversation going on, at a time when like Democrats do not have any sort of... They can just like literally symbolically vote yes on it, knowing full well that it's never going to touch the Senate floor. because Mitch McConnell is still a majority, like it's meaningless. You're expending political capital for a meaningless cause. And then inversely, what could end up happening, what will likely end up happening, is media will literally fucking turn Medicare for All into an even more stale conversation. There's no fucking way the media is going to cover that adequately and accurately. So, you know, why didn't they just force the vote before the election? They would have won more seats, in my opinion. Nancy would have brought C4A, communism for all, the U.S. Yeah. I think what a better tactical position would be is to find a different speaker and like try to get someone from a more progressive adjacent side, like someone who is more progressive, who isn't out who isn't out for themselves to build enough clout to become the next speaker. Someone in a blue seat, someone in a deep blue district that's not exactly, you know, no, not fucking Hakeem Jeffries or whatever. I agree with this take on needing to identify the fakers in the party, though. Many people need to be primaried, and identifying who will floor vote for Medicare for All doesn't seem like a bad idea. That will backfire on you too, brother. There is the only very legitimate reason to do this is because there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people right now.
The vaccine today. Go ahead, has mods me.
There are a lot of people right now that straight up think that the Democratic Party is like pro Medicare for All. I think there are a lot of people who like need to see that.
2 months
for sure.
Here been lurking for a bit, my dude. Hope you all have a good day.
And that's frustrating for someone like myself, especially who constantly gets who constantly has people going after me saying like, "Oh, dude, Democrats are pro Medicare for All. They're just like not going to do it yet."
Are you still planning to have
Or you just dunk on a viewer with psoriasis? I'm pretty sympathetic to the things you say and the jokes you make are usually funny, but sometimes you say some fucking ableist shit. How can you be so brazenly insensitive when you yourself aren't able to beat Nameless King? Yeah.
Stimulus when Arjan.
Good one, dude. The Botep made it big? Wait, what is this? Oh shit, Envy. Welcoming the Bota sisters.
Medicare for All is one of the dumbest things to ever be created. There are 3-year waiting lists for surgeries in countries with free healthcare.
The weirdest part about this entire Medicare for All conversation has been like people on the left coming to my chat and like telling me why Medicare for All is feasible or popular. Like, bitch, you think I don't know these things? Like, are you new here? You think I'm in opposition to Medicare for All? Like, are you out of your mind? Like, what are you saying? Oh, Jesus Christ. You, Cenk, and Vosh are the only progressives against the strategy. Maybe you're wrong. No, we're not. Sam Cedar. There are plenty of people that are, again, pro Medicare for All while simultaneously saying, like, this is a silly strategy from a electoralist standpoint. Even the Chapo boys are the ones who were like, yeah, I see where Jimmy Dore is coming from, but like, you know, Medicare for All fucking lost. Like, it literally did. It won in the exit polls, but the candidate who ended up winning the Democratic primaries literally said he would veto Medicare for All, motherfucker, if it landed on his desk. If we shouldn't push for Medicare for All, when should we do it? When there's actual stakes in the electoral sense, because there are always real stakes for Medicare for All. Medicare for All is a human rights violation. The fact that we do not have Medicare for All in this country or some form of socialized medicine is a violation of your rights as a fucking human being. Okay? But every single political Andy who is on the left or left adjacent or whatever that covers electoralism and doesn't like poo-poo it and I'm not talking about like Vosh. I'm not even talking about Jank for that matter, but like David Dayen, Ryan Grimm, Sam Cedar, like I think Alex Perrine. There are plenty of leftist and left-leaning political writers, journalists, commentators who agree with me, and those people's opinions are very important to me, just like Kyle's opinion is very important to me as well. I think Kyle is a very good tactician. I've said this a million times over. So Kyle and I are in disagreement on one aspect of this, and that is when to do it. Kyle and Bree's argument is that forcing a vote for Medicare for All will help spur the groundswell of the movement going forward. That's where both Kyle and Bree and myself, who I otherwise agree with, have a disagreement. Maybe I'm a little too fucking black-pilled. But my black-pilling sees the media opposition to this as a consequence of the timing, legitimizing it. Like, I said this already. Just because if I'm getting ready to race and getting ready to win the race and I'm sitting in the starting line and the fucking gunshot is fired before I'm ready to go and people get a head start on me, doesn't mean I'm not going to fucking compete in that race and try to win. So if AOC were to turn around and if organizations right now that push for Medicare for All were to fucking turn around, this video is unrelated to the news segment, so I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to ban people who are like complaining about how many moments I've watched in this video. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we're doing news hour, so shut the fuck up. News frogs are starving out here. Political frogs are literally hungry, dude. They are starving out here. They've been dying. They've been aching for some politics. I read most of the messages. So easiest thing is to ban people. Nice one, dude. Okay, well, I don't know you, so you get permanently banned. How about that? Like, suck my dick. Yeah, it is very easy. It's that easy. And now, you're gone. Like, in the middle of political coverage, if you're fucking crying about a chess video that I paused at like 11 seconds to continue the political coverage, and you're pointing that out, you're just trying to fucking derail the convo and stunlock me. If you want to defend that person, then you're a fucking idiot and exclusively here to be a contrarian. I'll ban you. Especially if I don't know you, if I don't recognize your name.
Impact Club Hasan.
Thoughts on the Case Act making copyright violation a big felony added to the omnibus spending bill? Sorry to spam, just worried about the future of streaming. We'll see in a second. This groundswell argument is completely idiotic. Medicare for All is already popular. The public doesn't need convincing it's a good idea. The issue is with Congress, not with the public. And the vote doesn't do anything to fix that issue.
PogChamp.
I think you're failing to understand what I'm saying. Like, if there was more public pressure and then AOC actually ended up doing this, I would be in support of it because I'm in support of Medicare for All. Just because I think it's not the best tactic electorally, just because I think it's not the best tactic in Congress, does not change the reality that I want Medicare for All. It's not going to. My position hasn't changed on it at all. Thank you, Quasi Corvine, for the 20 tier 1 gift subs, by the way. So that's not going to change. I'm not going to sit there and be like, this wasn't the right time to do it, so fuck you. I'm not in support of it now. Like, that's not how this works.
Hassle.
But having said that, I personally don't think it's the appropriate time to do it, especially when there is no power that the Democrats have. So they can literally go ahead and just vote yes because it's frivolous. They can offer a symbolic yes along the same like co-sponsor lines if they want to. Or worse, they could literally say fucking no and use this as a talking point against the left to be like, look at this unicorn. Like they're looking for a unicorn out. And then that would end up lowering the fucking, lowering the public opinion of Medicare for All in general. It would. I'm sorry. I'm fucking totally black-pilled. It would. If these motherfuckers can make cadaver Joe Biden seem like the only candidate that could beat Donald Trump, then why the fuck do you think they can't shit on Medicare for all long enough that, like, you won't believe, not you, but most dumbass, hog-ass Democratic voters won't believe in it? Especially by literally fucking turning around and saying, look at this unicorn. Look at this unicorn that these people want. Like, people are starving and they're holding up Medicare for all. Bernie lost, lol. Bernie lost. Get over it, lol. God, these fucking, these progressives, they're just so silly. They want to make perfect an enemy of good. These Democrats, they want Medicare for all, but it just simply isn't that favorable. It simply isn't that popular. And that's a lie, because they lie all the time. Even if it's not fucking actually unpopular, and even if it is legitimately very popular as a policy, that doesn't matter. In the absence of, like, legitimate groundwork and outside pressure and actual material pressure, not just like, oh, I want Medicare for all because, like, you know, and I'm on Twitter and I'm, like, going to harass politicians. I mean, like, legitimate fucking go to town halls and scream at these motherfuckers. Go protest outside of their houses. Like, actually organize general strikes, mass mobilization, led by organizations. In the absence of all of that happening, AOC fucking saying, we're going to vote for Medicare for all, or I'm not voting for Nancy Pelosi, only makes her look like a fucking dumbass. Like a spoiled dumbass brat. And that's precisely how they will show her on mainstream media. And every fucking Democrat will literally just be like, oh yeah, she fucking sucks now.
Pog.
And all you will get in that circumstance is nothing. The people that are advocating for the Medicare for all now causes are advocating for it while simultaneously literally fucking acknowledging that this is a pure symbolic move to expose the Democratic frauds, right? In the Senate. To expose the Democratic frauds in the Senate. That's the reason why, you know, Jimmy Dore and Kyle and Justin Jackson and Brianna and all of them are pushing for it. And also because they want to push it to the forefront of the conversation so that we talk more about Medicare for all. But if we talk more about Medicare for all, we're not going to automatically fucking get people activated. We're not going to automatically get people motivated.
I wrote about your channel on my Harvard application. Love you, chat hassle.
If you know that it's not going to fucking pass, why are you lying to your audiences? Or, well, I know Kyle is not lying. Wait, why don't you like AOC? No, I like AOC. I'm defending AOC. I'm saying if she literally did what Jimmy Dore wanted her to do, she would look like a fucking dumbass and a brat. And she would be pointed, she would literally be called that every night on mainstream media with zero allies.
You just Jon Snow Daok, my queen. You just Jon Snow Daok, my queen.
The only part of this that I am in agreement with, that I agree with Kyle and I agree with Breon, is that Nancy Pelosi is deeply unpopular. 3/4 of the American people think that she needs to go. Like, she's unpopular in the Democratic Party, she's unpopular in the Republican Party. Using that as an opportunity to put someone else in that position, in that key position. Is it 3/4 or 4/5? Doesn't matter. Okay, I agree. Who are you going to put there? Who do you have? AOC addressed this in the Jeremy Scahill conversation. She's like, I can't do it. I'm fucking, you know, I'm a freshman. I'm not a freshman anymore, but, like, I can't do it. So what are we going to do? Who do you want? You want Hakeem Jeffries? Who are you going to replace Nancy Pelosi with? See, this is how little, not to call you out, man, but this is how little people know about this. Ed Markey for speaker? Really? You want a senator to become the Speaker of the House? Huh, interesting. Yeah, no, that would be cool. No, Ro Khanna is not a good option either. Like, don't get me started on that.
Electoralism. Cheers.
I mean, Ro Khanna is better than Nancy Pelosi by the widest of margins, but who are you going to have that you can trust there? What about Shahid? Oh, you mean the guy who won fucking 8,000 votes or something? Or was it 80,000? He got 24% of the vote, dude. Like, Nancy Pelosi wiped him, ultimately. So he has to get elected first. Won't they take any moment that AOC pushes for progressive policies to portray her as a dumbass and a brat? Like we have little to lose? We have everything to lose. You have everything to fucking lose. If you have like 4 fucking precious representatives, if you have 4 precious representatives, or 5 or 6, and they're all, some of them are already too brown or too black to begin with, so they're already fucking out in the eyes of mainstream media. Mainstream media will ruthlessly and brutally annihilate you if you're fucking Palestinian or believe that like Palestinians are humans. You know, they will literally just be like, you're an anti-Semite. Look at how anti-Semitic you are. So they're already out. You got Jayapal, which is pretty good. But again, they're too, you know, they're like a lot of the people are they're not ready. Like they don't have the whipping power that a speaker has to have. Nancy Pelosi, for all of her fucking failures, is a brilliant whip. Like she is very good at controlling the Democratic Party in the House. Like she is infinitely better than Chuck Schumer. You can't put a fucking a person who does not know the intricacies or know how to fucking deal with. Bro, can you please just stop talking? You literally have no idea about anything related to American politics. Oh, come on, MW Greatest. Why am I reading this? A brilliant whip? What the fuck are you talking about? Nancy Pelosi is very good at whipping her caucus. She is very good at controlling the Democratic Party. What we are talking about currently is about the internal machinations of the Democratic Party. Not necessarily that Nancy Pelosi is a good person. Not necessarily that, like, Pago, for example, or signature achievement in the House is a good thing. Like, these aren't good things. She does a lot of bad things. She's not brilliant at posturing either. She's just very good at getting Democrats to shut the fuck up and vote her way.
Will be free.
She knows what she's doing. You can't do that if you have no control over, like, the establishment Democrats, for example, that make up a large percentage of the Democratic Party's House of Representatives
As
members. She's also very good at raising money from corporations, a diligent fundraiser. The internal machine of the Democratic Party doesn't operate in the la-la land way that you think it does. If you have purposefully, dove deep.
Scottish, the idea of no universal health
if you purposely have dove deep into leftist theory and oppose electoralism, then see yourself out of a conversation that literally revolves around the intricacies of how American politics works. Is good at getting large donuts from corporations supposed to be a good thing? No. What is good? Okay. Maybe I should use a different term for this because it's confusing people. What is good to become an efficient speaker or to actually become a speaker that is good at what she's doing is entirely different than what is good for the American working class. She has a certain set of skills that make her a very effective speaker. Okay? That oftentimes is in direct opposition to your needs and your demands. Do you understand? Like her being good at her job is actually bad for people that, want progress to happen. But having said that, if you're going to put someone else in that position, you also need to make sure that that person at least is
Thanks for being a
effective,
great streamer, Hassel.
maybe not as much as Nancy Pelosi, while still simultaneously agitating for more progress.
Hasselpog.
Okay? To be a politician, you need to be good at many things. One of those things is public speaking, which she's also good at, but that doesn't mean anything about her is good. Wait, what? Nancy Pelosi is not good at public speaking. She's just good at fucking ripping people to shreds behind closed doors, and she's also very good at fundraising. That's it. Can you tell us, chatters, what reality we could pass M4A outside this pandemic with hundreds of thousands of dead? I can't think of one as you've mentioned. We don't have organization or movements, and I literally don't see a time that'll happen in the near future. Why hold back when this is probably our best opportunity? Because it's not our best opportunity. Like, I think some people, maybe some people get blinded by, like, how beautiful the fight is going to look when it's honorable. And it is an honorable fight. And they lose out on, like, they literally just like lose out on the larger picture. A better opportunity than what we have in front of us is when there is more organizational power, which is what we should be focusing on. When there are additional hurdles that are cleared in front of an inevitable bill, but more importantly, when the Democratic Party has power to begin with. Like, if you are saying, no, not basically never, if you are personally saying that the Democrats themselves are symbolically going to vote yes on Medicare for all here, and or if you're personally saying, like, we need to fucking expose corporate Democrats for who they are, and we need to let everybody know that they are, like, lying and they don't actually want Medicare for all, then why the fuck would you do it now? When right now, a yes for Medicare for all in the House is no different than Kamala Harris saying yes for Medicare for all. It is different? Why is it different? Why is it different? Explain to me why it's different. Why is it different? Will you shit on Democrats for bad policy? I shit on Democrats for bad policy all the fucking time. No leftist policy is possible. No leftist policy will ever take control of the party. Pelosi is due to how corporate backing needs to be on point. Come on, dude. That's not what I'm saying at all. I am in favor of pressuring Nancy Pelosi. I'm in favor of replacing Nancy Pelosi. But you can't fucking replace Nancy Pelosi with no one. Like, what do you want? You want McCarthy to be the fucking guy? The speaker? Who do you want there? Like, Adam Schiff? Oh, yeah, Adam Schiff's going to be great. Oh, for sure.